Muhammad Ali laughed and said, "You're too small." Bruce Lee said nothing. He accepted with one condition. And 45 seconds later, everyone fell silent. Los Angeles, March 1973. A private boxing gym in Culver City, the kind of place where champions trained away from cameras and reporters. Worn canvas. Heavy bags hanging from chains. The smell of leather and sweat. Afternoon light cutting through high windows, casting long shadows across the ring. Muhammad Ali was there for a closed training session. The heavyweight champion of the world. 6 feet 3 inches. 210 pounds. The Louisville Lip. The greatest. Fresh off reclaiming his title, untouchable, invincible, larger than life. Bruce Lee was there by invitation. A film consultant visiting the gym with a small crew scouting locations for a project. 5 feet 7 inches. 135 pounds. The Dragon. No championship belt. No professional fighting record. Just a movie star who did his own stunts. They'd never met before. Ali was working the speed bag when someone pointed out Bruce Lee standing ringside, watching quietly. Ali stopped, gloves still raised, and looked over. Recognition flickered across his face. He'd seen Enter the Dragon in a private screening the month before. "Hey!" Ali called out, his voice carrying that familiar playful arrogance. "You're that kung fu movie guy, right?" Bruce nodded once. "That's right." Ali stepped away from the bag, walking toward the ropes. "You any good?" "I mean for real, not the movie stuff." "I'm adequate," Bruce said, his voice calm, no pride, no defensiveness. Ali grinned, that $1,000,000 smile. "Adequate? Man, I'm the greatest fighter who ever lived." "You ever fight a real boxer?" "No," Bruce admitted. "You're too small," Ali said, laughing, gesturing at Bruce's frame with his gloved hand. "What are you, 130? 140? I'd break you in half." The gym went quiet. About 15 people were present. Trainers, sparring partners, a few journalists who'd been promised no photographs. Everyone stopped what they were doing. This was the moment conversations shift from friendly to something else. Bruce Lee didn't react. Didn't smile. Didn't frown. Just looked at Ali with those dark, unblinking eyes. "You want to test that?" Bruce asked, his tone conversational, like he was asking about the weather. Ali's grin widened. "Test what? You challenging me? You serious?" "If you're willing," Bruce said. "But I have one condition." Bruce didn't raise his voice. He didn't have to. Ali stepped through the ropes, dropping into the ring with the easy confidence of someone who never lost a physical confrontation that mattered. He pulled off his training gloves, tossing them to his corner man. "One condition?" Ali said, bouncing on his toes, loosening his shoulders. "What condition? You want me to fight blindfolded? One hand behind my back? What?" "No strikes," Bruce said. The gym erupted in confused murmuring. Ali stopped bouncing. His expression shifted from amusement to genuine confusion. "No strikes? What kind of fight has no strikes?" "Control," Bruce said, stepping toward the ring. "Not a fight. A demonstration. You try to hit me. I show you why size doesn't matter the way you think it does. No contact. Just proof." Ali laughed again, but this time there was an edge to it. "Man, that's not fighting. That's dancing. Are you afraid?" Bruce asked, and it wasn't an insult, just a question. Ali's jaw tightened. The Muhammad Ali who talked trash on camera was one thing. But in this gym, in front of his team, being asked if he was afraid by a man 75 pounds lighter than him, that was different. "I ain't afraid of nothing," Ali said. "But what's the point if we're not really fighting?" "The point," Bruce said, climbing through the ropes and standing barefoot on the canvas, "is that real mastery isn't about destroying your opponent. It's about perfect control. You're the greatest boxer in the world. Prove you can hit a smaller, slower target. I'll prove speed and precision beat size and power. Someone in the gym whispered. This is crazy. Ollie looked around at his team. At the journalists who were already taking mental notes, for stories they'd probably never publish. At Bruce Lee, standing perfectly still in the center of the ring, hands at his sides, relaxed but coiled like something waiting to spring. 45 seconds, Bruce said. You have 45 seconds to tag me. Anywhere. Face, body, doesn't matter. If you can touch me once, you win. I won't even move my feet. Just my upper body. The gym went dead silent. Ollie stared at Bruce like he was insane. You're not gonna move your feet? No. And I get to throw real punches? Full speed? Full speed, Bruce confirmed. But remember, control. We're not trying to hurt each other. We're testing theory. Ollie nodded slowly, a grin creeping back onto his face. This was too good to pass up. The greatest boxer alive against a kung fu instructor who promised not to move his feet. It was a gift. All right, Ollie said, raising his hands into his famous guard. 45 seconds. Let's see this magic. Someone started timing on a stopwatch. Subscribe and leave a comment. Because the most important part of this story is still unfolding. Second 1. Ollie threw a jab. Fast. The kind of jab that had stunned heavyweight champions. His fist cut through the air toward Bruce's face with textbook precision. Bruce's head tilted 3 inches to the left. The punch passed through empty air. His feet didn't move. Second 2. Ollie threw a second jab, faster, adjusting for Bruce's movement. Bruce's head tilted right. Another miss. His expression didn't change. His breathing didn't change. His feet remained planted. Second 3. Ollie threw a double jab, then a straight right, his signature combination, the punches that had knocked out Sonny Liston. 3 punches in rapid succession. Bruce's upper body swayed like grass in wind. Left. Right. Back. The punches missed by centimeters. The air displacement from Ollie's fists ruffled Bruce's hair, but nothing connected. Second 7. Ollie was breathing harder now, not from exhaustion but from concentration. He'd never missed this many punches against a stationary target. He started circling, looking for angles. Your feet. Someone called out from ringside. Ollie stopped. Looked down. Bruce's feet hadn't moved an inch. He was rotating his hips and torso, but his feet remained planted exactly where they'd started. Second 12. Ollie unleashed a flurry, left jab, right cross, left hook, right uppercut, the kind of combination he threw when he wanted to overwhelm an opponent with volume. 10 punches in 3 seconds. Every boxing coach in the gym leaned forward, watching in disbelief as Bruce's head and shoulders moved in a rhythm that seemed impossible, his upper body flowing like water around rocks, every punch missing by the smallest possible margin. Second 20. Ollie was sweating now. This wasn't supposed to be hard. Bruce Lee was just standing there, hands still at his sides, not even in a guard, and Ollie couldn't touch him. The frustration was visible on the champion's face. Second 25. Ollie faked a jab, threw a hook from an odd angle, a punch designed to catch defensive fighters off guard. Bruce leaned back exactly 6 inches. The punch whistled past his chin. For the first time, Bruce smiled slightly. Second 30. Ollie changed tactics. He threw a slow jab, deliberately slow, trying to bait Bruce into moving early and countering. Bruce didn't move until the last possible instant, his head slipping the punch with minimal motion. Economy. Precision. Nothing wasted. Second 37. Ollie was breathing hard. Not exhausted, but the kind of breathing that comes from intense concentration. He threw a final combination, everything he had, a 6-punch sequence that would have dropped most men in the ring. Bruce moved through it like smoke. His shoulders rotated. His spine flexed. His neck tilted. Every punch missed. His feet never moved. Second 45. The stopwatch beeped. Bruce Lee straightened up, rolling his shoulders once, and looked at Muhammad Ali with calm, respectful eyes. Your turn, Bruce said quietly. Away from the cameras, Bruce made a choice no one expected. Ali stood in the center of the ring, chest heaving, hands on his hips. He wasn't angry. He wasn't embarrassed. He was stunned. In 45 seconds he'd thrown over 30 punches at a man who promised not to move his feet, and hadn't connected once. How? Ali asked, genuine curiosity in his voice. How did you do that? Physics, Bruce said. And acceptance. Acceptance? Bruce nodded. You're bigger than me. Stronger. Longer reach. Better puncher. I accept all of that. I don't fight against it. I use it. Your size makes you predictable. Your strength makes you commit to your punches. Your reach means I know exactly how far you have to travel before you can hit me. I don't beat your advantages. I make them irrelevant. Ali processed this, his competitive fire dimming into something else, respect, maybe, or fascination. You said it's my turn, Ali said. What's my turn? You stand still, Bruce said. No moving your feet. I try to touch you. If I can, I prove speed beats size. If I can't, you prove defense is more important than offense. Ali grinned. You're gonna try to hit me? You. No, Bruce said. Not hit. Touch. Remember, control. Ali planted his feet, raising his guard. All right, little man. Do your worst. Bruce took 3 steps forward. He didn't raise his hands into a guard. He just stood there, 3 feet from Ali, looking up at the taller man's face. Ready? Bruce asked. I was born ready, Ali said. Bruce moved. It wasn't a punch. It wasn't a kick. It was a touch. His right hand moving so fast it seemed to blur, fingers extending, making contact with Ali's chin for a fraction of a second before withdrawing. Ali blinked. What was? Bruce touched him again. Shoulder. So fast Ali didn't see it coming. Again. Solar plexus. Tap. Gone. Again. Temple. Tap. Gone. Ali tried to block, his hands coming up to defend, but Bruce's hands were already somewhere else. Right hip. Tap. Left knee. Tap. Center of chest. Tap. Throat. Tap. Forehead. Tap. 7 touches in 3 seconds. All in different locations. None of them hard enough to hurt. All of them fast enough to be invisible. Ali dropped his guard, breathing hard again, but this time from something other than exertion. From realization. I couldn't even see them coming, Ali said quietly. Bruce stepped back. That's the point. You couldn't see them because you were reacting to where I was, not where I was going to be. Size gives you power. Speed gives you timing. Timing beats power when power can't connect. The gym was absolutely silent. 15 people had just watched something that shouldn't have been possible. A 135-pound martial artist making the heavyweight champion of the world look slow. But what followed would stay with everyone who witnessed it, forever. Ali stood very still in that ring for a long moment. Then he did something no one expected. He walked over to Bruce, looked down at him, and extended his hand. You're right, Ali said, his voice serious now, no bravado, no performance. I'm bigger. I'm stronger. I hit harder. But you... He paused, searching for words. You're something different. You're not trying to be the strongest. You're trying to be the most efficient. Bruce shook his hand. The best fighter is not a boxer or a wrestler or a karate expert. The best fighter is someone who can adapt to any style, be formless, shapeless. Like water. You can't hit water. You can't hurt water. Ali nodded slowly. Water, huh? Water can flow, or it can crash, Bruce said. You're the crash. All power, all impact. That works in boxing because boxing has rules. But if there were no rules, power isn't enough. You need control. You need to know when to crash and when to flow. One of the journalists in the gym later said that moment, watching Muhammad Ali, the most arrogant athlete in the world, listening to a smaller man explain fighting philosophy, was like watching a master recognize another master. Ali gestured to his corner man. Tony, get my notebook. Tony brought over a small leather notebook Ali kept for training notes. Ali pulled out a pen and wrote something down, then tore out the page and handed it to Bruce. Bruce looked at it. Ali had written one sentence. Size is a fact. Control is a choice. The Greatest and the Dragon, March 1973 inch. Keep that, Ali said. Remind yourself that even the greatest can learn something. Bruce folded the paper carefully. And you keep this. He reached into his pocket and handed Ali a small card with a single Chinese character on it, water. What's it mean? Ali asked. Be water, my friend, Bruce said. They shook hands again. The 15 witnesses stood in respectful silence. No photographs were taken. No official record exists. Share and subscribe. Some stories deserve to be remembered. Ali never spoke publicly about that day. Bruce never mentioned it in interviews. But years later, after Bruce died in 1973, Ali was asked if he'd ever met him. Ali paused, then said, Once. And I learned something I never forgot. Being the biggest doesn't mean being the best. The notebook page stayed in Bruce's wallet until the day he died. The water character stayed in Ali's gym locker for the rest of his career. 2 legends. 1 ring. 45 seconds that changed how both men understood power.